Alrighty, thank you guys all so much for coming. I'm Verena King. I'm Terry's publicist, but also his sister. Very proud of Terry. I know that this book was, what, 5 years in the making?
Little
and
sister.
Thank you, Terry. I'm sure they knew that. He likes when people ask, who's older? But there is 6 years. There are 6 years between us. But so I'm going to bring Terry up here now so he can greet all of you. But it's fabulous to see everybody here. This is so awesome.
Terry King, all right! Yeah. Unnecessary, Rico, but thank you.
I know you love me. You told me to.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. It is sort of a rogues gallery of friends, foes, and bosses and stuff, so that's fantabulous. I am humbled by you all being here. A number of you have known me for years. Some of you have known me, as Kevin was just talking about a minute ago. The whole time he's known me, I've been writing a book, right?
Yes, you have.
Yeah. I started writing a book about 5.5 years ago, almost to the day. I had written some scripts before, did some low-budget movies, and none of them ever amounted to anything. So, of course, I figured I should be able to write a book too that doesn't amount to anything. So I didn't know what I was doing. It'll be up to you when and if you read it to determine if you believe that is still the case. But when I started, it was kind of arrogant to think that I could write a novel. When you write a script, for any screenwriters in the room, Peter? Yep. You write a script and you're writing dialogue and action, you can move a story along quite quickly, but with the novels you get an exposition and backstory and feelings and thoughts and everything else. It was a lot harder than I thought, and I realized a couple years into it how arrogant I really was, thinking that I could do this. What propelled me to start in the first place was our uncle, Gil, was shot 3 times and murdered, and it became a coping mechanism for me. Buzzkill. A coping mechanism for me to just kind of work through loss and pain and issues with faith and faith in myself, and faith, because we had just lost our father and our grandmother a few years before, and he's actually represented softly in the book. But after my friend Peter introduced me to a tool, not a person, but a book that kind of illuminated me a little bit into what I was doing wrong with my novel, I started all over again. And I figured, you know, I want to do it right, and if it's not right, it's going to be at least the very best that I can do, and then we'll kind of see what happens. I'm proud of The Silent Partner. I've had a couple editors work through it with me. One, Wendy Grant, helped me so much, and I have held her to contract that all of the really, really bad writing of all the first drafts she saw and ripped me a new one on will never be seen by anyone. I started this book before anyone knew who Sarah Palin was. I started this book before anyone knew who Katy Perry was. And no one knows who I am. That's all right. But I'm going to tell you that I decided to self-publish this book because I wanted to move on. I'm sort of over this book, to be honest. The number of revisions that I've done on it and everything. I hope that you enjoy the book. I hope you can see a lot of the processes that went into the book, and I hope you find it entertaining, because I worked really, really hard on making it entertaining. The humor in it became cleansing for me personally. This art gets me through the pressure of my daily job that I do the other 50, 60 hours a week.
No, it doesn't.
Which, by the way, if anybody needs any advertising, want you to know, a couple stations do really well with women, 25-54. But this is therapy for me. It ended up being cheaper than therapy, actually, because I kind of figured that if I would have paid due to my insurance through Clear Channel and I could pay once a week for 5 years, seriously, this is cheaper. It really, really is. So I hope that you enjoy this. When this is my first book signing ever. When I talked to David earlier in the week about it, and I said, how do you guys do these things? Like, and I looked online, how do you do a book signing? And, everyone had different philosophies on how to do it. But when I was told that you speak for about, a half hour, an hour, and I'm like, okay, no way. Okay, first of all, the people that I know won't let me speak that long.
Amen.
Truly. I just wanted to give you just a quick tidbit of how I started writing this, and thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy it, and if you don't, just be honest with me and break it down. Tell me what you would do differently. I'd love to hear it. I'm already conceiving and building my next project, but I want to take a little bit of time and not delve into it before I'm really, really prepared. Just know that it means a lot to me that each of you came here today and made time on a Saturday with this weather to be here inside this wonderful, mysterious Galaxy bookstore. So thank you guys very, very much.
I'd like to add, just in case Terry wasn't going to say anything, the book does have a fan page on Facebook / The Silent Partner Book, correct? And the Twitter is at I am Terrence King. Also, he has a YouTube subscription channel for The Silent Partner, so you can follow to see the progression of the book, and of course watch the book trailer at youtube.com/silentpartnerbook. And you can always follow his blog with all of his little musings that he has on there at terrencejking.com.
And if they don't entertain you, they entertain me.
Yeah, the point. And the book today, the paperback is $18.99 and the hardcover is $28.99. And Terry will sign all the books that come up to him, and you can get a photo with him with the book or whatever you'd like. Maybe a little piece,
Thank you, Terry. This is the self-esteem boost society. I want you to know too that this is actually a pre-first edition, because I don't have any reviews, formal reviews yet. They're actually coming in a few weeks. So the next edition, if on the inside of this, page 3, you will see review copy there at the bottom. On the next, in the next real edition, because this is the same edition that has been going to reviewers, and it's being given away in any of the arenas that I've been promoting the book. The next version of this will have a prologue. It will have some blurbs and stuff on the back and everything. And so I just wanted you to know that this is a pre-edition, and I hope that if you see any mistakes too, just let me know so I can fix it before the next one. Okay, but I went through it so many times. I mean, literally having dreams of some of these sequences. Except I'm like, I end up being like the female character and weird things. Just know that there will be an evolution to this. And again, thank you very much for being here. Anyone have any questions? I'm supposed to do a Q&A. That's customary, right?
If you'd like, if you have questions, yeah, we have plenty of time for that.
If anybody has anything you want to ask that I could seriously answer, that I could seriously answer, love to.
When did the idea first come to you about the angel, everything?
In 1997, I had this idea for a script. I called it Head in the Clouds because I thought, well, the guy's a dreamer and God's a character, and so some people might think that's clever. And then there was a Keanu Reeves movie called Walk in the Clouds, and then there was a straight-to-video movie with Charlize Theron called Head in the Clouds. So I said, well, that title sucks now, so I've got to do something else. And I didn't really do anything with that script. And when I decided to write the book, and I wanted to flesh out the characters, the novel became the greatest vehicle to do that. Which, by the way, I know a number of people in this room, so if you think that you somehow made it into one of those characters, know that any resemblance is entirely coincidental.
No, not true.
Anything else? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just be happy to sign your books, and thank you very much for coming.